Welcome to Massive Beers. My name is Matt. We do the beer stuff here. A little bit of Fidens up in this piece. Form of their Talking and Whispers India Pale Ale. I'm assuming it's a hazy, but it might not be. It's been a minute since I've had some Fidens. Probably Beer Palooza. I'm assuming I had some Fidens there. But the last time I reviewed it here might have been when I came back from Beer Palooza in Albany. Yeah, and brought back some Fidens after interviewing up there with the Steve at Fidens. Might have been that long. This comes courtesy of my boy George. He traveled up there, I think it was last week. Did we get a date on this can? Date on this can, 12/17, it looks like maybe. I don't even know, 6.2% ABV, so it might be 12/17 something. I don't know. Y'all can tell me where the dates on this one is. Brought it back from the brewery. We're going to review it. Here we go. It's an India Pale, like I said, 6.2%. Citra, New Zealand Cascade, 6.2%. Please recycle. Fidens Brewing Company, Albany, New York. I need to get back up there. I might stop there, maybe on my way back from Syracuse when I go up into Syracuse in the beginning of April. So we'll see what's what. But, I know it's not directly in along the way, but it might be a worthy trip. We'll see what's what. Label-wise, it's basic. I dig basic, but this is just, come on. I know Fidens, that's their style, the font. So, yeah. Anyway. That beer, though, when it comes to Hazie IPA, that does not look basic. That looks like, it's not even butternut squash soup. That looks like potato leek soup. Because it has this whiteness to it. Like, you can see it. It's a super oaty, milk-like, almost like heavily lactose. I'm not saying there's lactose in it. It just has that vibe of that rich orange with that white kind of core to it. Half a pinky finger, barely off-white head, kind of tight, compact bubbles along the edge. A little bit of soapiness, but I mean, it looks the part of gigantic haze. But you're talking about 6.2%, so you're not talking about a huge ABV beer here. It looks the part. See if it smells the part. Get in there. That smells awesome. It smells exactly what you want world-class haze. It smells like bursting at the seams of fruitiness. Tropical fruit, citrus abounds, that big kind of pineapple thing on top of that nice rich kind of mango, guava kind of rich tropical fruitiness. But again, at least on the nose, it doesn't come off like it's going to be overtly sweet. It's more of like a properly ripened kind of rich kind of fruitiness. There's a fluttering, subtle fluttering of green in there. I'm hoping it shows in that kind of minty, grassy way I love so much. New Zealand Cascade, those New Zealand hops, they can go in a couple different ways. They've tried to breed a lot of the scaly, oniony, garlicky thing off of it, but you could still get a bit of the green grassiness. But man, it really is just fruit on fruit on fruit on the nose. A nice precursor of what I think is going to be a really nice proper sweetness to it. And yeah, chomp it at the bit, dive in. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. It's awesome. It's awesome. There's so much pineapple and tropical fruitiness. I'm almost like, did they put like fruit puree in here? That's how vibrant. Again, pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. Huge gobs of pineapple and tropical fruit with, I'm going to say it, kind of like lactose vibes in there. It's probably a super hefty dosing of oats. Maybe some wheat in there. Maybe some, we're dealing with a lot of flaked stuff here. A lot of straight grain, pure sugar kind of thing going on here to keep it as light as it is. But there has to be a hefty dose of oats in here to give it that rich, pseudo-lactosey vibe to it. Again, that fruit follows the nose into the taste. There is a bittering here. It's not gigantic. It's more utilitarian. It's acting as a counterbalance for the sweetness in here. I love the sweetness level in this here. It's not definitely seems like there's just a subtle bit of residual sweetness in here. I think it's proper for the style, and I think it's actually appreciated here. If this was bone dry, fully attenuated, I think it would just come off a little bit too one-sided, and I think you need that sweetness to kind of balance that off. And it just drinks like, honestly, just like super ultra top-notch haze. 6.2%. Drinking absolutely like what most people kind of pull off at 7 and change-ish. Comes off closer to like a double IPA more than a single IPA. Listen, there's a reason why Fidens has the reputation they have, you know. And you go into these reviews and you kind of, I think it, I'm not saying it works against them, but, you know, you go into these reviews and you try not to have any kind of like like a preconceived notions. It's something you really don't try to do, but you do. But I think it actually works the opposite direction most people think. I think the preconceived notion is, oh, Fidens going to be great, so I'm going to drink this and I'm going to say it's great. I think it's like, you know, the opposite. You kind of expect it to be great, so if it's not great, even if it's really good, you're like, it could be better, because it's Fidens, you know, they should do. No, this is absolutely up to snuff. You drink this, you love world-class haze, you never had Fidens before, you think it's going to be great. I think you drink this and go, yeah, absolutely, that's great. For what it is, it's hit all the check marks that I dig on. Bursting tropical fruits, or bursting fruits in general, and this one more specifically, pineapple, tropical fruit leading the way. A really beautiful, silky, creamy mouthfeel that is absolutely helped off with what has to be an epic dosage of some kind of oat or some kind of process that I'm not akin to that gives you that pseudo-lactose without having the lactose in there. A lot of great breweries kind of pull it off. Hop Butcher, a couple other ones pull that off too. In the mouthfeel, you know, and last but not least, again, for me, the biggest thing, it's 6 and change, low 6 and change, and drinking more like mid 7s to high 7s and change. I love when my beers drink like that. I want to have a payoff when it comes to the ABV, and that's absolutely the case here. Fantastic beer. Fantastic hazy. Is it one of the better hazy IPAs that I've had as of late? 100% Mount Rushmore status. Value and availability? Don't know. For those that know, down there, George, anybody, let me know what they were per can, 4-pack, whatever it may be, and leave you with, if you like what, will you like this beer? If you like hazy IPA, you will like this beer. End sentence. Done and done. So there you go. Review in the books. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want, you're more than welcome to go back and check out an interview with Stephen Fidens, recorded in late 2022, I believe it was. Had a great time sitting down in the interview, had great beers. Awesome dude. Fidens, have you been to the brewery? Have you had their beers? What's your favorite beer? Have you been to their new spot? I'm really curious. I need to get back up there because I really want to go into that downtown Albany thing. Chance I might stop by on April 7th. So keep that on your calendars. If I do stop by, check my Instagram. I'll definitely post something about stopping by on my way back here from Syracuse. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Fidens right now. We'll see you next time. Cheers, y'all.